Are you seeking guidance on your spiritual journey? Need help with a vexing problem? Missing a loved one and looking for answers? Look no further than Psychic Insights, a small trusted psychic service offering mediums, psychics, and spiritual coaching. This service is managed by Hollis Taylor, a gifted psychic medium, astrologer, and a compassionate coach. We are dedicated to helping you navigate your spiritual awakening. At Psychic Insights, we provide medium readings and psychic insight to help you plan for tomorrow and make choices for today. Find the support you need, compassionate grief coaching, and astrological insights to help you spiritually grow and transform. Our professional services include well-managed schedules, recorded sessions, and reliable psychic mediums ready to facilitate your transformational experience. Discover more at PsychicInsights.Life.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. How are you tonight? Friday night. Woohoo! What's everybody doing tonight? 7 o'clock. I've had an eventful day today. I got to see all of my grandkids and my sons today, and it was just awesome. Good family time. Yay, welcome, Dex. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, everyone. Sorry for the delay. I was having a little bit of issues over on Facebook, but I believe I figured it out. So if you're joining me, my name is MamaCole. I am a psychic insight. Hi, Donna, with a psychic medium with psychic insights. And I am a medium, a psychic. I do divination with tarot, crystals, cards. I also can work with your Akashic record. I do crystal clearings and cleanses. I've been spiritual, like communicated with the other side since I was about 4 years old. I've had experiences throughout my entire life of like traveling places and connecting with spirits and soldiers on battlefields, just some wild, crazy stuff. So that's who I am. And tonight I figured I would come in. I'll probably start with some cards, staying in from the storm over here. Oh, Dex, stay safe. Hi, Monk. How are you? Nice to see you. I'm burning some Palo Santo tonight. I don't know if you saw, there's some controversy over the Lionsgate stuff, the 8-8. Some people in the healing community totally believe in it and think that it's a really good thing and stuff like that. I'm not sure exactly. I did learn about Lionsgate and did post about it and stuff, but now that I think it's more, I'm more connected with like the moon in Leo right now. Like I know it's getting ready to go into Aquarius, so I believe. But I've been having a lot of like lion dreams and things like that. So stay safe, Dax. Barbara, welcome, welcome. Mock, welcome. And who's over on Facebook? Let me see if I can get the comments. We got Donna, Celise, and Carrie. Hi. How are you ladies tonight? So I was burning some Palo Santo just to kind of clear the air. I have a nice cup of raspberry tea. I've opened my circle. I will tell you before I started, on the way home, my family lives about an hour away. So when we go see the kids, one of my sons, we go to his house and it's like an hour away. And so on the way home, I have a lot of time to think. It's all out in the country and stuff. So as I was driving home, I was thinking about tonight and how I was going to do my readings and what I was going to do. And I saw a flash of this older woman, and she's somebody's mom in the group. I don't know whose. Welcome, Debbie. So I just figured I would share with you because I just saw a flash of her, and I know that she's somebody's mom, and she did get sick, like she had cancer or something. But that was like just the flash I got before I even got home tonight. And then once I got home, we did dinner and all that. And then I sat down and I got I don't always get, like, before lives, I don't always get notes before lives. Now, before I do sessions, I do. Like, before I do a session, I'll drop in about 15 minutes before, and I just sit and connect, close my eyes, and I make a sacred space and circle, and I'll sit and connect with your loved ones or your guides and guardians, whatever is needed for you and your highest self. I'll start writing down images and messages that I get, and then we'll go through it and you kind of tell me what I'm seeing and how it pertains to you. So tonight, I got this older woman, and when I sat down, like, she was kind of insistent, but she was adorable. Um, I see you, Carrie. She said that she's an older woman. She is someone's mother, and I believe she passed from cancer. But was really cool when I sat down, she showed me these slippers. She had like pink sequin slippers and a hat, like a turban or something to match. Like they matched. And then she showed me 70s, but I wasn't sure if it was in the 70s that she passed or if it was she was 70 years old. So I'm not sure who this beautiful woman is for, but it was just really cute to feel me and keep me focused. Oh, good job. Yeah, hold on. I was just putting what Carrie said here. Carrie said that she's better today and actually been using Lionsgate to fuel her and keep her focused. I cleaned my whole bathroom. Yeah, I love that. I absolutely love that. I played with my grandkids. I have welcome Brianna from Wisconsin. I have let's see. She's a month old, 6 month old, and a 2.5 year old grandkids. And that's where I was today. And the 2.5 year old, he's finally to the age where you can play. So I played today. And then when I came home in my sacred space, I utilized the energy more to manifest what I want, the life I want, the house I want. And we're just in between right now. So I'm working on getting just a piece of land. I don't want much anymore. And probably a little bit more inland because of the hurricanes and stuff. So does anyone recognize this little cute little lady? And if not, it's okay. She might be. Aw. Carrie says she hasn't been able to clean, especially a whole room in a long time. That does take a lot. Hi, Angela. Angela, you had surgery. I'm so sorry, honey. I don't know what you had done, but I hope you're recovering well. I think of you often, Angela, and your son. He's been very present. Like, he's just an adorable young man. So I know that he's been watching over you and trying to help you heal. So I hope you feel better soon and sending you so much love. So, does anyone know this older lady? Then if not, it's okay. I might go ahead and do like a card to open us up with, like an opening message. I've already opened circle and invited our guides and guardians. And I have cards on one side of me and crystals on the other. So you guys honestly can tell me if you'd like me to do a reading for you, or if you would like a tarot card or a crystal pull. And I'm going to do it that way tonight. It's Friday night. My energy is pretty dang good because I got recharged. So I seriously have look, I'll show you. I know I can get it over there. See, there's my decks. See all my decks? And there's a whole bunch back here too. Okay, so I can pull a deck for you. And then I also have, I also have my big bowl of crystals too. I can't really, it's a little hard to pick up and move around. So what I think I'll do, because my energies are really good tonight. That's okay, Dex. Oh, I love that, Carrie. Hollis mentioned things would ease up a little today, and they have. Okay, Donna. Yes, Donna would like a reading. I will get you, Miss Donna. And Carrie. So what I do when I drop in, you'll notice I do close my eyes. I can't avoid it. It's just how I shut everything out. And I'll go by spirit. If I miss you or come back to you, please don't get upset. I will do the very best I can to get everyone, okay? So just be patient. And I promise I will do my best, and we will go by spirit. Let me see. Donna, I feel you need a card. And what's really funny, I get that because you're not going to listen to any. I don't know, like you're a visual person. You need a card. So what I do is I will take my hand like this because I have so many decks, and I put them out. Normally I have a table, and I'll have my cloth set up. I get my garden dragons for you. That's kind of cool. I love this deck, garden dragons. So Don, oh, sorry about that. I wanted to work with dragon energy, and a friend of mine gave me this when I had my heart attack. And they're little dragons, and they also have they're garden dragons. So, hold on. What to stop? Well, you got some flipping and a flopping. Glasses. Celery and cherry dragon. Look at that. Now, cherries. Okay, see, here's the cherry dragon. Isn't it cute? They're very different cards. Cherry dragon. Now, cherries, first thing I think about cherries is blood and sleep. Cherries help, tart cherries especially, help you cleanse your blood, cleanse and clear your blood, and they also help you sleep better at night. So I would highly encourage you to add some dark cherries. And also, have you ever smelled cherry blossoms? When I was a little girl, one of my favorite memories, I was 4 years old with my daddy. My parents had just gotten divorced, and we lived in DC. And we went my dad took me on a walk under all the cherry blossoms around the monument, the national monument, the pond. And oh my gosh, it smelled so good. So this is for you to take time for the sweetness of life, okay? And add cherries to your diet for sleep and for your blood, but also don't forget the sweetness of life. And also, what do cherries have? They have a pit. Don't get caught up in the pits of life. Remember the sweetness around it. They don't last forever, and try to cherish the sweetness, like the sweet aroma and the sweet taste. Okay? And then celery, this one's he's more an earthy, for you to enjoy leaves, the change, grounding. And this is also transformation. See the caterpillar? Where did he go? Hold on. It's so hard when things are reversed. Anyway, there's a caterpillar in there somewhere. Here he is, right here. There he is. So this is also growth and transformation. So I get for you, honestly, Donna, through enjoying the sweetness of life and not getting hung up on the pits and the trials and the tribulations, you will be able to ground and flow and be free, like celery, and transform. Because celery is not, it doesn't really taste like much. It has an odd taste, but if you add it to stuff, it accentuates it. Do you know what I mean? If you cook it in stews, it just makes the flavor a little bit deeper, a little bit more intense. I really like that. I love these cards. They're so cool. Hi, Chelsea. Welcome. Thanks, EEs. Yeah, these I have so many different cards. Some gifted to quite a few were gifted to me, or that I got on sales, or from people that got cards and they just didn't like them for whatever reason. I never understood that. And I'll get them and sage them and Palo Santo them and cleanse them and charge them and then use them. So I had Donna and then Carrie. Yeah, you also eat tart cherries and cashews before bed. Good job, Carrie. You're so welcome. You're so welcome, Donna. Now, who was it? Carrie was the next one. Carrie, do you have a young friend who's very let's say like a younger gentleman who is elaborate, perhaps a little bit flamboyant? To your coffee tonight. I'm drinking tea. I'm drinking raspberry tea, and it's so good. But Carrie, let me refresh. I'm getting like a gentleman, but I'm seeing him like from college years and later. So this is probably a person that you knew for a while, like through those years. But I get that he's very flamboyant, very gender fluid, perhaps. Brown hair. And he comes through dressed very nicely, business-like. Like he's a career man. Hi, Makwa. Nice to see you. Quite a few, so I'm still listening to. Yeah, Carrie. He's for you because as soon as I said your name, he came forward, and he's a gentleman. Like he's I was just posting your comment, Carrie. I get him in brown hair. Now he's showing me different outfits. He can be wearing his khaki shorts with his Hawaiian shirt, or he also has business attire. And he loves dressing up like to go out to party. Like I get very much club scene in his 20s, and that you were part of that. So this would be like somebody that you grew up with, like you knew through like 20s till now, and then like I get that he passed not too long ago. And I'm hearing a lot of music, like dance music. Sorry. I'm so glad you're here. So Carrie, he's like, you'll know exactly who it is. And he always danced, but he wasn't a good dancer at all. It sounds like one in particular. So what is his name? Because that's something I don't always get names. I get it was like he goes like it was a very simple name. Anyway, he's who's stepping by up. If you know who he is in particular, okay, this gentleman is stepping up, and he wants you to remember that life goes on, like not to live life just healing. Like there's so much more, and you have to remember to dance. So while you're cleaning and stuff, are you cranking that music up and enjoying life and just dancing? Because life, that's something I'm learning too. Life is to be enjoyed. We're only getting older. You know what I mean? Like we don't need to go through the drudgery of every single day. Like we need to also remember to enjoy and embrace life. And that's what his big message to you. Like I'm just seeing like music and dancing, and that he could wear, like he was kind of like a chameleon. He could wear Paul. Yeah. Let me ask. But yeah, he's like, yeah, of course. Who else would it be? Oh, that's funny. Is that you? Yeah. I'm getting confirmation. Yes, it's Paul. Oh, you were blasting music and singing at the top of your lungs. So knowing you were doing that, you were embracing. Paul was there with you. So he's validating that. I love that. Because like I'm seeing you dance around, so I was thinking that I was seeing the future, but yeah, I love that. That's what you need to do more of, okay? Dance and clean and get that heart pumping and that soul moving, okay? And that's moving that energy around and stuff. Good job, Carrie. I love that for you. Thank you so much, Carrie. Thank you, Paul. But he wants you to continue doing that, okay? And Dex, I am drinking raspberry tea with honey, and it's so good. What's funny is I never used to like raspberry. Now, for some reason, I love raspberry. Chelsea, love a message from her dad if he's willing to come through. Oh, is this weekend 17 years? I don't know what that is. Ahmad, I'm not sure what you're saying. Okay, Chloe. Now I'm seeing him as a very serious man. I'm seeing him like with a checkered shirt. I'm not sure if they're black. I don't think they're jeans. They look like black pants, perhaps suspenders or something, and very serious. But a tinkerer. He liked to either fix things, make things, or was perhaps an engineer or something. Because I see him, and super smart. Super, super smart. And he's really proud of you. He wants you to make sure that you're celebrating this weekend. He doesn't want you to be upset or sad. He wants you to celebrate and embrace. I get he passed. You were still very young when he passed, because he's showing me. Was there something like a tradition or something that you guys used to do for like birthdays or something? I don't get that it's cake. Like it's something else that you used to do. You were only 20 when he passed. Yeah, because I get that you were young. And but he taught you exactly what you needed to know, and he knows that you were prepared, and he's really proud of you for how life has turned out despite losing him, because you guys were so close. um but he's showing what is it that, what is it that you used to do for birthdays? It wasn't like simple as eating out, or wasn't anything like typical or like cake. It's something else. Like, I wouldn't say it'd be a shot. You're only 20. Not something like that, but something different. Like, did you used to like stare at the stars or something more meaningful? Like, he's showing me something that you guys did, but he's not showing me what it is, but he's showing me you guys spending time together. And it was more about the moments than the actual, like, there wasn't a cake or anything else. What did he like tell you the story of his birth, of your birth on your birthday when you were growing up? Because he hopes you remember that. Like, he wants you to remember. Because it's much deeper than like cake and stuff. Like, he goes, if you ever question his love for you, you have to remember that. Like, it's not another year older, it was another year wiser. And it's not another year apart, it's another year closer. I hope that makes sense, Chelsea. And if it doesn't right now, just try to think about like, what did he do for holidays that were just so different and unique and that were just him, completely him? A hard time remembering. Some of my memories are so faded from a tough life. Okay. Yeah, I get that. So there was something that's okay. So just pay attention to maybe your dreams, or maybe do you know the story of your birth? Because I get, yeah, you did have some trauma. But you need to know that you're the most beautiful thing that ever happened to your father. Okay. And I get he was a troubled man, but he was really smart. Very, very smart. Almost too smart for his own good. Good evening, Annie. How are you? Okay, so Chelsea, please just know that your dad is with you. Um, I am saying way too much. He doesn't want you to be sad, the story of my birth specifically, but he did tell me a lot of stories. So that's what I'm getting. Like, perhaps it's time for you to make up like whatever story you want for your birth. If you're that, if there's a dysfunctional past there, you have to realize the wonderful thing about your birth is that you made it and that you're here. 37 years later, here you are. He's proud of the woman that you've become. Or maybe he's also talking about the stories of him. Like he wants you to see him for the man that he was. And I think that's it. He wants you to see him more for the man that he really was and be honest and truthful with yourself. He's like, I wasn't any saint. He goes, I loved my girl, but he wasn't totally a saint, is what I'm getting. He may have made your life a little difficult at times too. And he's taking responsibility for that now. Wow, my Palo Santo, see that like right there? Like he's helping. He told me so many stories about his life. Yeah. And that's what he wants you to hold on to. But also, in reality, remember that he was just a man. He was 45 when you were born. Wow. So you were late in life, baby. I bet you were his pride and joy. At 45 years old, I had my kids like 29, 30, and 32, I believe. But boy, to be older and wiser would have been great. I miss your dupa. Oh, Carrie, thank you, Paul. I miss your dupa. You didn't miss much, Bianca, not at all. Pamela Pope. My son or best friend come through. Okay. I was just trying to drop in with Pamela for a minute. I get your son is coming through. You're so welcome, Chelsea. Yeah. Card from him. Okay, let me finish up with Chelsea and then I'm coming to you, Pamela. She has a card from her dad said, yeah, you were his wish and you are. You're so welcome. Now, Pamela, I do see your son, Pamela Pope. And he wants you to know he's okay, Mom. He's healing. He wants you to stop focusing on how he passed. I'm not sure how he passed, but he doesn't want you to focus on that. He wants you to treasure who he was and who he is and who you know in his heart he is. Like he doesn't want you to focus on who he was right before he passed. Because I'm getting like he was he did he have struggle with addiction and things like that? Because he's like wanting you to know that that wasn't his true self and that you knew him better than anyone in the entire world, and he doesn't want you to hold that image of him anymore. Do you understand what he's saying? Sorry, it's delayed on the comments. You do think about how he passed all the time. He doesn't want you to. Did he have, we don't need to get into specifics. He says, it doesn't matter how I passed. He doesn't want you to linger with how he passed. What he wants you to know is that he's very much alive now. He goes, I'm healing, I'm learning, I'm growing. And he's understanding the mistakes that he made. And he wants you to treasure the pure heart and soul that you know that he really was. And he says he's so sorry that he faltered from that. But that was just his path in life. And he doesn't want you to have any regret or feel responsible or guilty in any way. Do you understand what he means by that, Pamela? Yeah, he did struggle. Yeah, because I'm getting he doesn't want you, and I can totally understand. I'm a mother of my children struggled, and I was terrified for them, and I understand trying to feel responsible and things like that. And there, he's saying no, absolutely not. I get some of his addictions and stuff were mental health. He was having just a lot of like bad thought patterns. Okay, and not just a lot of bad thought patterns. Sometimes how we have those intrusive thoughts, and sometimes some of us just act on them, or we can't shut those intrusive thoughts out, and that's kind of what he's showing me is those intrusive thoughts. No, he's not in any pain. Yeah, he's not in any pain, Pamela. And that's what he's showing me. He wants you to know he's healed. Well, he's not completely healed. He still has hold on. He still has lessons to learn. Like he's learning, and he will have to relive some of his lessons because he didn't learn because of the way that he exited. And that's okay. And that's what he's learning now. Like he's whole. Like he's like, you don't have to, and he looks really bright. Was there something about like his color or his appearance that really bothered you? Because he keeps showing me like how bright and beautiful he is. Um, Now this is interesting because he's showing me all these tattoos and stuff, but something about his face, like you were upset about tattoos on his face, and they're no longer on his face. He does have a couple on his arms now, but the ones on his face are now gone. And that's how he's appearing to me, with no tattoos on his face. And he's like, look, mama, I'm clean. Like I'm like, and he's starting to glow. So he's learning from his mistakes. And part of what I've learned, and some of people that have passed that they've showed me, is like a life review where they sit and see their life, and he sees where he went astray, and he's wanting you to know that was no fault of yours or anything else. He just let the intrusive thoughts go, and then he couldn't get off of that path. Okay, Pamela says it's hard not to blame myself or feel like I didn't do things right. Yeah, because I can hear the stuff in his head. And that's something common that I do get with some mental health people, because I want to understand from their point. And she said, yes, he talked about the noise in his head all the time. So please know that that's normal. That is a mental health issue that he was having. And I believe that he was self-medicating. And that's what happened. He was just trying to self-medicate to shut the noises off. And it wasn't from trauma or anything. His was from a mental illness. Okay, so please, there is no responsibility for you to take. And he's taking responsibility himself. And he's learning that. And he sees right exactly what he did and how he should have done it. But he's thankful that he had a mom like you, because you did stand beside him and you did see him as a pure soul. And that's how he still wants you to see him. He doesn't want you to see him how he passed, because that is just a blip of time in his entire life. That is not his whole life. Okay, that was just his passing. So I hope that helped you. I'm so sorry for your loss. I couldn't imagine. Now back up to Carrie. Now I'm not sure how much of this will copy, so I'll probably have to come back and read it there. So I will see how much of it will go on our banner. Carrie was her friend that came through, and she said, thinking back on today, I realized my friend Paul had sent me some songs. When they came on, I was surprised it wasn't my usual algorithm. I had said out loud before I opened YouTube that I needed some good energy music, and he sent me some. So that's exactly what he was showing me, was like music and club. I love that. So please know, yes, there's a double validation for you. And I love when they do that. I have an Alexa. I don't want to say her name too much because she'll start playing. And I do that before readings. I'll like play music. And there are times that it's totally stuff I've never heard of. And I always write it down. And if you get a reading with me, I will tell you the music. I'll be like, okay, they sent these songs. And some people will get one song or, maybe no songs. Some people, there's been a few readings that I've done where the person was a musician or their love language was music. And I'll get 4 or 5 songs that I don't even know, never heard of. And I've had people look up the videos, and the videos have been just wild, like in relation to the messages. So yes, always realize like music and stuff, they can definitely send you messages through music. Welcome, Kiki. How are you? Yeah, he's no longer in pain, Pamela. Now, did I? Oh, wow, I got to catch up on. He talked about them. Okay, I believe that too. Makwa said that is so lovely. Kayla, hold on. Hi, Kayla. I'm getting ready to post your comment. Give me just a second. I had to move my camera. I'm hoping that I have horrible eye contact on a computer, I guess. She says, hi, MamaCole. Late, but so glad I could catch some of this. Could use some lightness right now. Thank you for doing what you do. Even listening to these, I find so helpful. Of course, Kayla. How about a card, Kayla? Let's do that for you, sweetheart. Let's see. No, I don't get a card. I get you my. Let me fin. Okay, Pamela says coming up on a year this month. I miss him so much. I bet you do. I bet, honey. I'm so, so sorry. But please know, like, if you need a reading to connect, that is the best way. I highly, highly suggest doing that. Let me see. That's my Etsy shop. There we go. But that's where you can get a reading. If you need like a full 1 hour reading, I would do it like on his year anniversary or something. It would really help you to connect. And Kayla. Kayla, I don't think a card. I think you're more in a crystal girl. Oh, you do want a card? Okay, I'll do a card. So what I do is, because you said you're a little late, I have my, let me put it so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, I have my decks, and what I do is I put my hand over them, and I will feel your energy and which one would work for you tonight. So Kayla. Ooh. And you said you were having a rough night. So this is heal yourself. Okay. These are absolutely beautiful cards. Another gift from one of my teachers. And these are so powerful and so beautiful. So what I do is I always shuffle them and I ask what message is needed for Kayla. Kayla, does Kayla need to? Patience, my dear. What a beautiful card. Patience. Everything is right in the palm of your hand. See your hand? My beautiful princess, beautiful, beautiful one, Kayla. Look at you. Look at the beautiful garden. Everything is right in your hand. It's right at the palms of your hand. You just have to be patient. The well is representing, see, she's sitting on a well. Water represents prosperity, flow. So everything is right on the cusp. It's right in the palm of your hands. You just have to have patience, okay? Okay, Kayla, I hope that resonates. And I love that it was from my healing card. So honestly, if you can take a screenshot, I really would take a screenshot of that for yourself. Can you do that? You got it? I'm going to hold it for just a second. I would take a screenshot. And when you're just feeling rushed by the word, because look, she's sitting on a well, peaceful in her garden, and she's looking at her hand. She has everything that's needed. She just has to be patient and just breathe, just be. I hope that resonates, Kayla. I giggled. I believe that. You're so welcome. Good. I'm so glad that you got a screenshot of that. You're very, very welcome, Kayla. See, brightens your mood a little bit. We have to realize that healing is a process, but it's not. It's not our entire life either. Like we just have to be patient. We didn't incur our grief or our traumas or anything overnight, and it's not going to be healed overnight either. And we're human. We have emotions. We have to allow ourselves to feel them and experience them. Like we can't always just shut them down. Sometimes we just have to have patience and just sit with them for a little bit. Welcome, Brianna. Brianna says it's her first time joining a live. You're so welcome. I'm so thankful you're here. Would you like a card, Brianna? If so, just let me know. Hello, Eve. I'd love to hear from a past ex of mine who transitioned in 2009. Next Friday would have been his 41st birthday. Today's my birthday, so hoping he'll come through. Eve is... Now, was he, Eve, was he like a party animal? Because I'm showing like life of the party, totally party animal. How could he miss your birthday? He hopes you're going out and doing some fun things on your birthday. Because life should be a party. Life should be enjoyed. It should be celebrated. And make sure that you're celebrating yourself. Yeah, he's coming through loud and clear. But he's very... everybody's telling you happy birthday. Let's see if I can... Eve, Kayla is saying happy birthday, and Makwa. And I'm sure others are definitely too. But he's definitely showing me like he's a ladies' man. Welcome, Latoya. You need to make sure you're doing something special. Is this like a big birthday? Like, is this like a milestone birthday? Because he says you have to do something special this birthday. It's not just a regular old birthday. So what's going on? Is this like a 30th birthday or something? 50th? I don't know. I get like it's a big birthday for you. So what's happening with that? And Angela Lynn saying happy birthday. Or is this your 40th? My comments are so slow on Facebook. I never understand why. And he's showing me dancing, but his dancing's different. Like he's like sliding his feet. You know how some guys do, like he's like shuffling his feet. It's not like swing dance, but it's definitely a different kind of dance that he's doing. Like all the happy birthdays. Happy birthday. I'm so glad you chose to spend your birthday with us. See, Barbara says happy birthday to you, beautiful. Cherry Blossom says happy birthday. Makwa said happy birthday, and so did Angela Lynn. And Brianna, didn't I do a card for you? Oh, no, I was pulling a card for you, I think. I don't know where she went about her birthday. Kayla, are you still here, honey? And Brianna, yeah, I'll get a card for you in just a minute. I'm waiting to see if Kayla's. But he's also showing me music and dancing and partying and celebrating, like really partying and celebrating. Like this is one that you're not supposed to just stay home. And if you are home, you can still celebrate, like put the music on, dance. There you go, Kayla. He's showing me like, I also want to say like soft shoe or something, like he's dancing like with his feet sliding and stuff. And is this your 40th or like a very special occasion birthday, like a big milestone birthday? Brianna says happy birthday too, Kayla. So I just want you to know. Yeah, Latoya, just a moment, honey. Yeah, make memories on your special day. So no matter what the memories are, whether you do something artistic, I see like painting or something like that, do something special for yourself to commemorate today. Oh, is that Eve? I don't know who this is for. I'm sorry. Yes, it is for Eve. I'm sorry, Kayla. It is for Eve. But I'm seeing, like, definitely do something special. I don't know how I got your name mixed up. I'm sorry, Eve. Okay, let me just stop for a minute because I've got a bunch of people going and I've got a crowd here. Hold on. Hey, Eve, or whose birthday? Okay, Kayla's birthday. Look, it's Emily Shelton's birthday too. Happy birthday. Annie Ball says happy birthday. Okay, so let me step back for a minute because I'm starting to run together here and we got all these birthdays. I love it. Yeah, your dad might be piggybacking off Eve because I do art stuff. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to stop for a minute. I don't, piggybackers are cool, but I don't like to do that. I usually have like a little waiting room set up and I say, okay, guys, let's do one at a time so I get the messages clearly and distinctly for who they're meant for. And then I'll burn some Palo Santo, cleanse myself. It's Eve's birthday. Yeah. It's Eve's and Emily's birthday. Makwa says, happy birthday, Emily. And Eve also. So I'm going to pull some cards for a little bit because I do have quite a few little guys. The young gentleman that had the tattoos, like on his face and stuff, he's still just kind of watching. There's a lot of them who are definitely into dancing and music. And the message for all of us tonight is to live life. Worry and stress. Yeah, it's still going to be there tomorrow. That it's Friday. We should be enjoying life, having fun and not worrying. Just let it all out. Let it go. Okay. Oh, look at all these happy birthdays. Happy birthday. Yeah, exactly. It's a good day for a party. So let's pull some more cards, okay? Cherry Blossom, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I love this. So happy birthday, everyone. Whoever your birthday is, I'm so glad that you spent it here with us. So I'm going to pull a card. I know I had Brianna. I did have and Kayla. So I'm just going to stop for a minute. I do have my crystals too, but it doesn't seem like it seems cards tonight for some reason. So I'm gonna do Kayla first, and then Brianna, and then I'm gonna go. I'll pick through you guys, okay? Ooh. Kayla, like, what are the chances? She jumped out. You guys see what that is, right? Patience also. You also have patience. And see her palm? Everything you need is right in the palm of your hand. See the seed? And it's growing into that beautiful lily. Like, look at that. Absolutely beautiful. You just have to sit and trust that the seeds that you have sown will prosper, Kayla. That is wild. I sat there and shuffled it, and it just jumped right out. And I love it's the same card. I'm in a totally different deck. Like, that is cool. So I hope, that message is definitely meant for you. That is cool. I love that, Kayla. I hope you understand that. Patience again. I was going to say you did one for me already. Did I? Well, if I did, it's still patience. Oh, yeah, Carrie. Rod Stewart's having a party. Popped in my head. Do you know somebody I know just went to a Rod Stewart concert? I was like, my goodness, isn't that man like almost 80 years old? He still sounded like, I think they put a video or two, and he didn't sound too bad, but holy cow. Larzelle, your son had face tattoos. Awesome. Well, please know for some reason, some of them are showing me with no tattoos on their face, which I thought was really different. So maybe some of them regretted the facial ones. Okay, so if you would like a card reading, that's what I'm going to do now. Latoya, I do see you. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Yes, I'm taking questions, or if you would like a card, Latoya, just let me know, okay? I'm kind of doing both. Barbara said, sorry, I'm not sure if you saw my comment above. Are you doing readings from comments or spirit led? I'm doing a little bit of everything tonight. Some reading, some card. It just depends. Barbara, Barbara, did your Nana pass from cancer with the C? Did she have, I'm not sure if you were here earlier. I had a woman come through, and she was an older woman. She said she was somebody's mother, but she could be your Nana. And she showed me sequin slippers and a sequin like turban. It was like a pink, and everything was pink, like hot pink. So please let me know. Kayla got patience twice. I love that. So Barbara, I don't think that's your Nana. I don't believe that's your Nana. No, your Nana's totally different. Her energy, your Nana's totally, yeah, it's not her. Your Nana's totally, I get like she's very loud, very outspoken, very stubborn, very strong-willed, set in her ways. She's like, I don't mince words, and you know for sure it's her. Like, there's no doubt whether it's her or not. Is that your Nana? She's more like a very strong woman, very independent, very strong-willed, very outspoken. I am having the craziest time with my comments. And I get she was always talking, but not like yapping. Yes, that's her. Yeah, because I get like she was always talking, but she wasn't like yapping. Like, was she like New York or Italian? Like, because I hear like a very heavy accent. So stubborn and strong. Yeah. But she reminds me of like this old Sicilian neighbor that I had. Like just always yapping, always into stuff, always busy. She very rarely sat down. And she wants you to know she's very proud of you, but you should cook more. Like, was she a big cook? Like, do you not do you eat out too much? She goes, you know, you should make, like, she's telling me, Australian. Okay. Okay, then that's the accent. Because I was like, I hear an accent. I just scratched myself on my thing. Um, I hear an accent. And what did she teach you how to cook? Like, whatever it was that she taught you how to cook, she wants you to cook a little bit more. Because she's really focusing on food. And her stubborn tenacity. Like, don't forget whose stock you come from, because you are very strong and stubborn and you have her genes in you. So stop doubting yourself is the other thing, her message for you. She loved cooking. And yes, I do eat out too much. That's what she's saying. She goes, you talk about being broke and you're eating out all the time and it's not good for you. Like she's, but it's not in a bad way. It's like in that loving grandma way. Do you know what I mean? Like the way that you miss, she says she misses that. So please know she's still very much, her personality is still very intact. Um, she doesn't want you to worry about her. She's fine. She's more worried about your health. Like, take care of you. You're the one living. You don't need to worry about the dead. She says, I'm just fine. Oh, that's cute as heck. And she's showing me a dog, like a fluffy little dog. Did she have a little dog? Do you have a little dog? Her dog passed before her or something because she has a dog with her. Actually, she has a couple dogs with her. Little, like Shih Tzu or something. The comments are always so delayed. Been 22 years. That's what she's saying. You don't have to. She's right there. I understand my grandma's been gone like 20 years too. And she was very, very much like your grandma, like always watching out for you, trying to give you suggestions, and very concerned and loving. So please know she's still very much around and she's very aware of what you're eating in your diet. And she's like, yeah, Pomeranian. I thought it was a Shih Tzu. Okay. Well, please know they're together. Or do you have the dog? Oh, no, she has the dog. But you need to know that her dog's with her. Like, I don't know if there was a doubt if you've lost an animal recently or something and you need to know that, yeah, you're definitely reunited. I've actually had, I've lost a lot of pets in the last 3 years. And I've actually seen others when they pass that their animals meet them. Like all of your animals from your entire life will meet you. So you won't be alone. You'll have family and animals with you, which I think is absolutely beautiful. So you know that old movie, All Dogs Go to Heaven? Yes, they do. And Carrie said her friend and his wife took their daughter to see Rod Stewart. He brought her on stage. That's awesome. So I hope that helped, Barbara. Now I'm going to go back. Dex. Dex would like a card. Let's see, what does Dex need? I'm going to use the same deck. This is my Psychic Tarot deck. Psychic Tarot, and it's an oracle deck. Does Dex need? What message does Dex need right now for their highest good? Heartache and loss. Okay, you need to know that this doesn't last forever. Whatever heartache and loss that you're experiencing, okay, that this doesn't last forever. But through this heartache and loss, you will grow. Okay, you will find wings. You'll learn an eternal perspective of life. So she has a sword. It could also be construed as a cross. I also see wings in the light above her. Okay. So all this is doing is this is a moment for you to feel your feelings. Feel the heartache, feel the grief or the loss, and release it. Let it go. What a perfect time to let it go. We have a full moon coming up. Just release it. Then if you're not sure what the heartache and loss is, just sit with it for a little bit. Okay. I hope that helped, Dex. But I get like this heartache and loss, like although there is darkness and stuff, there's going to be lots of growth from that'll come from it. I hope that helped. And Barbara said, yes, thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. I need to hear from her. And I'm sure your dog's there waiting for her, because I did see dogs around her. Okay, Dex, I hope that helped you. Wendy. Of course you do, Dex. See, it's always like, for me, it's like playing charades. I'll tell you the message, but you have to interpret it. And I'm glad that you know what it means, because you will grow, and you just have to allow yourself to feel. Now, Wendy says this is her first time here and love a message from her husband that passed away last year. I'm so, so sorry, Wendy. I'm going to go back so I can see. Oh, you have a dog there. How cute is that, Wendy? Now I'm getting a heavier set, jovial man. Like very, I hear his laughter, like very belly laugh. Very happy. And he could be serious, but not very often. Like he was kind of like the light. And he wants you to know he'll be right there waiting for you. You don't need to question that. You keep questioning where he's at or where he went. And he needs you to know that he's right exactly where he's supposed to be. He's safe and warm. Were you worried? He keeps saying something about, yes, that's him. Good. He keeps saying something about cold. Like that he's safe and warm. So you need to know that he's safe and warm, Wendy. Yeah, he's a very happy man. So it makes me wonder, sometimes when they present like that, I know that their lives weren't always happy, you know, that they had some darkness that they were carrying, but I get something cold, like he wants you to know he's safe now and he's warm. So I'm not sure what that means, but you know. And he's so sorry he left, but he knows that everything's in good hands with you. You're capable, you're strong. You just have to believe in yourself now. And he's still your rock, It's just a little different now is what he wants you to know. Okay? Oh, God. And are there kids involved too, Wendy? Like I get you have a handful, whether it's kids, animals, um, you were left with a lot. And he wants you to know he's beside you through every decision. And don't worry about making the wrong choices. Believe and trust in yourself. He had cancer and always felt cold in the end. Oh, that just hits me. Wendy said he was always very happy and funny, and he had cancer and always felt cold in the end. So that's why he wanted you to know he was warm. So that's his way of validating. I wouldn't know that. Nobody else would know what that meant because I thought that was really strange. So please know that he loves you and that love. That was weird. 2 daughters. Yeah. So he wants you to know that your love never ever ends. You guys are eternally connected. You and your daughters and him. He's not going anywhere. Okay. It's just his physical body that is left. And unfortunately, the cancer, he wasn't able to fight it. He tried really hard, is what I get. He goes, I would have stayed. I would have stayed if I. He's definitely warm and he's safe. The safe, like, you know where he's at. He's like, of course I'm in heaven. Like, he's okay. You don't have to worry about him. You have to be the strong one now for both of you and take care of the girls and know that he will be there to greet you on the other side when it's time. Okay. And in the meantime, he will send you messages. He's going to continue to send you messages. Okay. Listen to the music and watch for the birds. So he's sending you birds. Kayla just had deja vu. That's not weird. Welcome. Laura said, I'm praying to hear from my son, Nathan. He was murdered. Oh, I'm so sorry. I miss him so, so much. My heart and soul is crushed. His 33rd birthday is August 21st. We are so close. Whoops, I'm sorry. I scrolled. Hold on. Where did he go? We are so close to justice. Is there more than one person involved with this murder? I know a female is involved for sure. What's taking the DA so long? It'll be 2 years, September 20th. He was being abused verbally by a girlfriend and was. Now, Laura, I would highly suggest a private reading because of the content of your son's passing. But I know I can definitely help you with that. I can check in with him, but I can't ask some of those questions on a live just because it's a little too intense and I don't want to trigger anyone else's grief at the moment. But I can definitely check in with him, okay? You're so welcome, Wendy. You're so welcome. I know he fought hard. He's showing me that he did because he would do all he could for you and the girls. And you're so welcome. Okay, so Laura. Okay, I'm getting your first off, Mom. I'm okay. He's really like, you need to stop worrying, stop panicking. Justice will be served. but it's not going to bring him back, nor will it make things right. Like, he's almost showing me there's something in you that you think that the justice, finding the culprit is going to fix something or heal something. And he goes, Mama, it's not going to bring me back. But he wants you to know the way to connect with him despite all of this stuff. He doesn't want you. He's just like the other boy who, the other son was, the other woman here, her son had mental health challenges and was an addict and lost his life because of his choices. Your son is showing me, he's like, I knew the people that I was hanging around and I knew the choices that I made weren't always for my best interest. And he's taking full responsibility for the way that he lived his life because he knew better than to hang around the quality of people that he was around. He knew that his life was in danger, but he liked to live on the reckless side. He goes, so I just tempted fate. Like, he keeps saying fate. Like, he tempted fate. Like, he knew, but yet he didn't really believe these people would hurt him in the end. Okay, and that's about all I can go, like, detail-wise. You're so welcome, Laura. I would highly suggest, honestly, to get a reading with myself or Hollis, because I do work lost, missing, and active cases. Hollis doesn't work cases so much. They can tell you, like, by the death astrology, like, if it was his exit point, you know, they can help you a lot with the exit point and things like that. But I would, PsychicInsights.Life. I will not message you. If somebody messages you saying they're me, it is not me. I will not message you. So please know, if we get a scammer on here or something and they're messaging you, it is not me. But I would highly suggest, Laura, because there are some questions that he can answer for you. But he, again, is also saying, don't dwell on my death, please. That's not who he was in life. He was so much more. Welcome, Suzanne. Hi, Regina. Welcome. Yeah, Debbie, the messages are very beautiful. I could not imagine some of the losses you all have experienced. Alyssa, I'm open for a reading, for receiving. I'm going to pull a card for you, and you get a different deck. And then I'll probably pull a collective card for us, and I'm probably about done. I am going to do a chakra card for you, Alyssa. This is my chakra deck. Another one of my favorite. I love this deck. Chakra Insight. This is a beautiful deck. Let's see. Mock, yeah, Mock and Michelle, I'll get you guys. Have you been smelling stuff or something with your nose, Alyssa? Ooh, money card. Prosperity. Look at that. Ooh, money, money, money. Money. I'm looking for my glasses. Okay, you got the koi fish, lots of money, finances, power, generosity, and abundance. So, Alyssa, if you're worried about money, don't worry about it. It's coming full swing right to you. Okay, just be patient. All right? So I hope that rang true for you. And yes, Monk, I got you. Oh, you have a little bit different energy. Now that's interesting. You have my sugar skull deck, which is not cooperating right now, getting out of the box. There we go. My sugar skull deck. Oops. I love this deck. This was also a gift. My son gave me this deck because I've always loved sugar skulls. So, what is your last? What is First off, the woman that you're trying to reach, she is sending you messages and signs and symbols. I don't remember who it was, but you need to know there are messages, signs, and symbols being sent to you. You just need to open your awareness. Which is exactly the Two of Pentacles. You're balancing the wealth, the information. It's on the palm of your hands, and you're on a journey forward. You have to trust the journey and the balance. That was good for you. This is more like a yin and yang. It was for Alyssa. Yes, Melissa, but that's okay. It's okay, Melissa. So for you, lots of balance. And Pentacles is about finances and money. So be aware of your money and what you're doing with it, and realize there's a fine balance. Okay, but you have all that you need in both your hands. You don't need to. Don't live without outside your means either. Is what I'm getting for you. Okay, yeah, Melissa, the timing was perfect. I'll pull one for you too. But I had Mock and then Michelle. Michelle, you're getting the Light Keepers deck. This was my very first deck, Light Seers deck. Mock, let me know how that was for you, okay? And Michelle. Hold on just a minute. Let me I try to put the other decks up as I go so I don't have the energy. Or at least close. Okay. What messages does Michelle need tonight? I keep seeing some kind of crass with you. Page of Wands, freedom, embrace your youth. Embrace the things that you used to do as a youth. Joy, harmony, things like that. Throw caution to the wind, basically. But you do this and be cautious too, okay? But this is to embrace your creativity, your youth. And Mock says, makes sense. Trying to balance things is heavy on my mind right now. I think it's heavy on all of our minds right now, especially finances. I totally get it. Michelle, I hope that makes sense for you. Okay. Embrace more joy. And Regina, I do want to go to you, Regina, next. And then Melissa and Cherry Blossom. Annie, and then I'm going to do my best to get to everyone. Regina. Regina, have I read for you before? I have a gentleman coming through. Red roses in hand. Smells really good. This your husband, Regina? You're so welcome, Barbara. Barbara says you're amazing, Mama. Thank you. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Yeah, the woman with signs and symbols was for you right before your reading. She says for you to pay attention, and she's sending you music too. Okay. And remember, you can book with me at Psychic Insights. And if you've gotten a reading tonight, I would love it if you would leave a review on our group page. That would be great. Just as a, like an energy exchange. Hi, Suzanne. So I'm going to do a few more. I'm so lost. I hop around in the comments and I get, okay, Regina had a gentleman come through and he smells really good. Like I can smell his cologne. He smells good. He's got roses. Do you guys used to drink champagne too, like for special occasions? Because I hear like a pop of champagne and he's pouring real romantic dinner, candlelight dinner. So I don't know if you have an anniversary coming up or something, or he's just wooing you, just letting you know he's here. Hold on, Mark. I'll read that just a moment. And he's playing jazz music, Regina. So there's roses, there's champagne, there's glasses, 2 glasses, candlelight, little round table, and jazz music going. And I could smell him. So this is a man probably I'm 58 and I get maybe he might be a little bit older. But the generation where we all smelled good. We all wore really good cologne because he smells really good. But it's like I almost want to say Aramis. And I can't see your comments. Regina, are you there, sweetheart? So please know he has a beautiful romantic dinner set up for you. But I don't really see food. I just see champagne and roses and music. So Regina, please just know that this gentleman is around you and he wants to love on you and he loves you and don't forget him. And he's like, well, how could she? So I'm getting, and he showed me your nose. So please pay attention to his scent because I'm getting perhaps that you might be smelling him or that you will smell him. And Monk, now I couldn't read it while I was doing her reading. That's super ironic because you must have missed my question earlier about seeing if my daughter's mom will come through. I was like, she came through anyway. Yeah, she did. She did right beforehand because she was just very. So pay attention to the signs and the music for her, okay? Now, Cherry. I will pull a card. I'm going to connect with you because I know your name isn't really Cherry Blossom. So I'm going to connect with the person behind that. And you're getting called out to one of my little decks. My forest deck. Forest of Enchantment. Now this one is almost all animals. So Cherry Blossom, do you work a lot with animals? Or do you have a lot of spirit? There we go. Sorry about that. I was showing you the deck. I have not used this deck in a very long time. And I'm going to shuffle her a little different because these are like playing card size. And they're almost like this is a large deck. Yeah, this is a very large deck. So do you work with animals, have a lot of spirit guides, or you're not sure? That's what my husband is doing right now, watching the Lions football game. Enjoy, Mom. Okay, Cherry. The White Heart. Do you know how special a white deer is? A white buck? This is like totally divine blessing on you, Cherry Blossom. The White Heart. Hart. It's like this almost looks like a white elk, very mystical, very powerful, otherworldly. See the, I don't know if you can see all around him right here. There are swirls and mist and ethereal, and swirls are about progression and growth. So I want you to know that growth is on the horizon for you, and you do have an ancient connection to like magical wisdom. Yeah. Yeah, that is very like the stag, like a white stag. Yeah. Which is super, super mystical and magical. And um, so if you don't work with animals, you really should start tuning in, because you definitely, that's beautiful. I don't use this deck very often, and holy cow, is it gorgeous. I forgot about this deck, but your guides didn't. So yeah, so start tuning in a little bit more, Cherry, because you do have some gifts and some um, ancient lineage is what I'm getting. Okay, Melissa. I feel like Melissa should get a card from here too. Now that this deck is out, it's like, come on, use me. So Melissa. What does Melissa need tonight? What message does she need to hear for her highest good? Melissa, are you just deep in thought? Four of Visions. Look at that. I get you're just deep in thought, just contemplating life. You got everything right there. You're sitting in the water, which is prosperity. Hi, Yvonne. You're sitting in water, which is prosperity. There's birds and dragonflies. And sometimes you just got to take some time to yourself just to regroup. Okay? Don't get so frustrated and lost. Just take time, just do some regrouping. Okay, Melissa? Oh, you lost internet connection, Michelle. Yeah, having major anxiety today. That's what I get. Like, this is like a depression, kind of lost in the forest. You went there to relax and unwind, and now you're just depressed. Like, seriously, doesn't that, like, you went there to go unwind and to feel better, and now you don't feel better. Everything else is joyful around you, and and that's anxiety completely. Okay, so please know what you're experiencing is normal. Let's do something to shift it. Okay, if the nature isn't working, go be around people. Go people watch somewhere for a while. Exactly what you needed. Okay, good. I'm so glad. But maybe go people watch for a while. Because honestly, you can't laugh for it. Like just watching people's behaviors and stuff. Uh, I had an abnormal psych professor in college who made us do that. We used to have to go to the mall like so many times a month and people watch and observe. And it was part of my sociology and my psych class too. It was really funny. But it's amazing, like first we'd go sometimes and we'd have to watch fathers or men. And then sometimes we'd have to watch mothers, or we'd have to watch children's behaviors and like the attachments and the interactions. Your hubby wants to go visit family tomorrow. So just prepare for it tonight. Picture it going very smoothly, you being calm, not anxious, and picture it going just perfectly smooth. And I guarantee you can help that. Okay. There you go. Me too. I love to people watch. Uh, welcome, Yvonne. How are you doing, sweetheart? I was talking about you and your hubby the other night. I was telling his story. You'll have to share it sometime. Carrie got an awesome assignment. I don't even remember. Ooh, I had a voice come through before I froze. That honestly happens quite a bit. Okay, so who here had the DJ? Who here knew the DJ? I believe that's who that voice was. Did you guys hear a voice? Yeah, and if I freeze, just know I have satellite. So that does happen. Hi, Carla. Welcome. Makwa, did you want a card? Just let me know. Yeah, I know. I heard that. Yvonne. That's okay. Is there something better? But I did hear that your restaurant is like celebrating a year. Yay! Yeah, Barbara heard it. What did it say? Was it a happy voice? I'll have to listen to the recording. When I do the reels, they like to play with my electronics and sounds and stuff. I've done a live reading, one of my first live readings with Psychic Insights. Oh, there you go. I would say somebody with a DJ, because I was just hearing something about a DJ. So it's your dad, Yvonne. Your dad's confirming because your dad was there when you picked up the car. It's your dad. 100% it's your dad. So please know, Yvonne, that your dad was with you today or when you bought the car, and he made sure that you got a good fit, a good match. So you can rely, you have something very reliable. I love that. It was a man. Did we just, was it your dad? We were just, or was that, Carrie said it was a man and it sounded like her dad and stopped her in her tracks. I'm going to post that up there. So if I hear it, I don't know if I can clip it or whatever. I'll try to see if we can clip it on replay on when I do reels. I wish I would have had the one time somebody played Diary Story of a Dead Man. I think that was what it was. It was a Metallica song, and you could hear it. They're like, "Did you hear?" Everybody heard it but me. I was like, "What?" I couldn't hear it, but everybody could hear it. It was the craziest stuff. Carrie's friend came earlier. Yeah, oh yeah, it was your friend. That was your dancing party friend. You heard his wind chimes today. Yeah, that's your daddy. Your daddy's watching over you while you're going through this transition. He didn't care for your hubby too much, did he? He goes, I never really liked him anyway. Very, oh, it was glitchy. Didn't know what it said. Very electrical sounding. That's crazy. That's crazy. So please, Yvonne, I want you to know your daddy is with you and he's watching over you. So if there's times that you don't have, you don't feel like you have support or strength, please know that you do. It's just from the other side. Kayla missed the voice. Enter the Sandman. That's what it was. Yeah, it was Enter the Sandman. It was from somebody here. They still come to the lives, but I can't remember who it was for. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and start winding up because I've been at this since about 7. So I'm going to pull us a card. Actually, I'm going to pull 3 cards. I've been, I do tarot cards, I do oracle cards, but I do my tarot a little different than some. Some I do by the story and some I do by divination, like holistic tarot. But the Lenormand cards, this is a pagan cards, and they used to even use playing cards. And these are just simple past, present, future. So I'm going to draw us 3 cards. You're so welcome, Melissa. So I'm going to draw us 3 cards for what we need for this coming week as a collective. Okay, so, ooh, okay. Some people always think this is like a birth or something. No, this is the stork, but this is moving forward. Okay, so we need to continue to move forward in the coming week. This is travel, so don't shut down any opportunities for travel, even if it's like going to the next town. Okay, and this is an ancestral connection. So for the next week, we need to continue to move forward and travel, which moving forward, travel could be us moving forward on our healing journey or whatever journey. And don't forget your ancestral connection, your family tree. Okay. I love that. So continue moving forward and know that the waters ahead, the other thing I like about the boat, the waters ahead are smooth. Okay, so might be rough passage right now, but it's smooth. And we are surrounded by our ancestors. Okay, so I love that for the coming week. So the energy is just healing and traveling, moving forward and connection. If you need help connecting with your ancestors and loved ones, let me know. I can help you with that. That's one of the things I do. I do that. Akashic record. I also help with the lost and missing. I do spirit coaching, life coaching. I can work with your loved ones who have had, if they're in like medically induced comas. That's part of the reason I've worked with Yvonne before. There's just so many things that I can do, and I can help you if you need me. Just go to PsychicInsights.Life and let me know how I can help you. I'm MamaCole, and I'm so thankful for this evening. Thank you for all of your questions. Thanks for spending time. Look at this. I love this. Barbara's going on a holiday vacation in 2 weeks. I love that. And then Melissa's going on a boat tomorrow. So take your Dramamine. Take some Dramamine and you'll be chill and you won't have to worry about anything. And if you can't take Dramamine, ginger root. Ginger helps amazing. So I love that for all of you. And Carrie said, oh, Yvonne, I love you too, Yvonne. You're so welcome, Aqua. And Carrie said, thank you so much for doing this. I say it all the time, but you are truly an amazing soul, and I'm so thankful for you and everything you do. Sending you love. Thank you so much, Carrie. And Kayla said, thank you for your readings, MamaCole. Hope my dad comes through one day. Patience is what my card said, so I'm going to be patient. I love that last one, Aqua. Thank you. Now, Kayla, I want to tell you, maybe your dad wants to communicate with you privately, okay? I saw that, Laura. Thank you so much, honey, and I'll see you tomorrow. And we'll look into your son's passing, definitely. Thank you so much. You have a whole bottle of Dramamine. Well, don't take the whole bottle. But it might help, and it might help your anxiety too. Okay? So, Kayla, what's going to tell you, though, is maybe your dad's more of a private person, so maybe a private reading is what you need. Or he's waiting for your grief to let up a little bit so that you're a little bit more receptive to his messages. Okay? You're so welcome, Barbara. So I hope you all had a great evening. Thank you so much for joining. And for all those that joined on their birthday, happy birthday. And I hope to see you guys later. And don't forget, I do tea time on Thursday nights at 7. And we have lives with Hollis does Soul Astrology on Monday. Tuesday is their Cosmic Learning Circle, which is freaking amazing. Wednesday, I think, is Sarah. Nicole's in there next week, I think, on Friday. So come join us for our lives and hang out. And it's so good to see you guys and have a great night. Thank you so very much. Bye-bye.
Are you seeking guidance on your spiritual journey? Need help with a vexing problem? Missing a loved one and looking for answers? Look no further than Psychic Insights, a small trusted psychic service offering mediums, psychics, and spiritual coaching. This service is managed by Hollis Taylor, a gifted psychic medium, astrologer, and a compassionate coach. We are dedicated to helping you navigate your spiritual awakening. At Psychic Insights, we provide medium readings and psychic insight to help you plan for tomorrow and make choices for today. Find the support you need, compassionate grief coaching, and astrological insights to help you spiritually grow and transform. Our professional services include well-managed schedules, recorded sessions, and reliable psychic mediums ready to facilitate your transformational experience. Discover more at PsychicInsights.Life.